CBS News legal analyst Jack Ford is with us. Jack, good morning.
Good morning, Anthony.
Jack, I mean, as a parent, I know all these concerns. I'm worried about bullying, but there is a hint of Big Brother in this. Is it actually legal?
Well, it is. You can understand why people might feel it's awkward or even invasive, but it is legal because, as we heard in John's piece just a few moments ago, it's not as if somebody is breaking into password-protected accounts and doing things that usually you can only get as a consequence of getting a search warrant. They've said we're just going to monitor the things that are out there anyway. So again, you can understand why some people might not be happy with it, others might be delighted with it, but not illegal.
Well, Jack, I confess I was one of those snooper parents, but my question is this: how much privacy are teenage students entitled to?
And that's the good question, Gail. You know, with the increase in technology now, there are more and more tensions between security and concerns for privacy. What the law has basically said is, look, if it's something where you don't have a reasonable expectation of privacy, that under certain circumstances, such as these, people can take a look at it. And here, the argument is clearly by the schools. You're sending these out. These posts are going out on Facebook and on Twitter. So clearly, you don't have an expectation of privacy. Indeed, it's exactly the opposite. You're putting it out there for the public. So that seems to be the standard there. If it's something if it's inside your pocketbook or your wallet, that's a different issue. But if it's something that you're posting for other people to see, then so far the law has said, look, we can take a look at that, especially if you're concerned with security issues.
But theoretically, Jack, these are things that are happening outside of school, correct? I mean, can the school punish you for something that's happening outside of the classroom?
That's the big question, Anthony. Now, clearly, if they're monitoring and picking up threats, situations where they're saying, I'm going to kill my classmates, well, yes, the school can act on that. And we've seen that with all the situations, the tragic situations lately, that now more and more schools are looking into this. Here's the more troublesome area. Suppose what you're sending out there is a post that says that my history teacher is an idiot. Well, that's going to depend upon a lot of factors, public school, private school, whether or not your school has a conduct code, and many of them do now, where students and parents sign it saying respect is going to be a factor here. So there are all sorts of issues that come into play as a consequence of this.
Jack Ford, thanks so much, Jack.